Love, light, greetings, gratitude, blessings and blessings, Ascension Star family. My divinity to yours. Welcome if you're new, and welcome back if you're returning. Thank you for your love, light support, your appreciation, your participation, your hearted comments, generosity, your likes, shares. Importantly is our uniting light as a collective consciousness, remotely geographically located, yet heart and intent connected, to uphold the divine shift of people, planet into paradise, bringing through the laws of attraction, the brand new templates, awakening and unlocking these templates of heaven and earth. Thank you, thank you, thank you. 16/7/2024, 778, 22/4. 22 is the double master vibration, the vibration that is resonant with higher beings, enlightened beings, divine beings, to assist us very closely on our journey, individually and of course collectively, as humanity and planetary. 4 is the heart energy, the heart chakra, unconditional love, reuniting, reconnecting, reawakening, rejuvenating, an absolute renewal of your heart center as you connect with higher energies, the cosmic heart, through your divine heart. I have been prompted to read the energy of William, Prince of Wales. So this reading is very general to see what comes through, what he's feeling in currency, what his intentions are, what his energy wishes to express. And of course, if there's a necessity to progress into another part to the reading, then we will do that separately. But for now, I want to leave it open as a mid-month energy to determine what he's thinking, feeling, and if there's something we need to interpret that's important for us as a consciousness. Spirit Divine, Mother, Father, Supreme and Sovereign, welcome. Embrace us, please, with your grace, your understanding, your love light, your affection, your compassion. As we meet through your divine seat to greet, in your grace embrace, connection and protection, bless us, myself, our star channel and our star family, as we unite collectively. Bring clear messages, understanding and wisdom that we need at this time, relating to William, Prince of Wales. Prince William, the heir to the throne. I will say that for several days I have had a number of dreams with the royal family. Very busy energy, lots of communication, lots of fleeting fuzziness at the same time, that nothing is sticking to one particular scene. It is like watching something in fast forward. Lot of motion, lot of energy, helter-skelter, a higgledy-piggledy of the mind, the scenes that play out, that nothing could be stationary enough for me to say, this is what I heard or saw, but I am there, as if part of it, in the midst, but unaffected, watching and sensing. It's like a movie. I've had many dreams of communicating with Anne, but again, none for me to remember enough to bring back. So perhaps my involvement is very energetically connected, but to have some kind of acknowledgement of what is taking place. Clearly my involvement with this entire family seems to be getting a lot stronger and deeper and more prominent. So I am open for what the divine intends at this time. I do not want to rush too much, because I do understand that my highest good is important. I need to be strong enough to continue to do this and not wear myself too thin so that I will have to take a very long break. But in terms of William's energy of late, he's like a racing car. His energy is all over, unsettled, zooming in, zooming out. His mind, his energy is at A, and then suddenly it moves to F. He bypasses the channels between and he's at F. And then he comes all the way back to C, and then he's gone to P, you know, alphabetically, giving you an idea of that's the type of energy play that I feel with William. But at the same time, there's a very dark, heavy, depressed energy in the midst of all of that. That is the core of that energy. Everything outside that looks like a spider's web, I feel is all the fleeting, the trying to keep up, the adaptation or the culpability, the projection of what he wants to be seen by or for or at the time. But the hub, the nest, the core is very empty and hollow, and a very dark and alone place. The Two of Wands, holding the world in his hand, very heavy. And doesn't want to be part of it. He holds it, he knows it, he's part of it, but he doesn't want to be part of it. Two-mindedness. Ooh, the Death. Right? This is one of the heavinesses that needs to be illuminated. Right. Look, we have three circles. Interesting, not? And it's as if both these look to the center, pointing out to what is sandwiched between. The Eight of Swords, Two of Wands, so there's a lot of contemplation, a lot of sighing, uncertainty. It's as if what kind of a trap he finds himself in, that he wants to get away from, that he wants to move away from. Hangman, that's how he feels right now, in his center, in his core. He can't move much, he's stuck. There's nothing there that's reviving. Ace of Wands, action, Page of Cups. Taking action to something else, some offer, something else playing up. Let's have a look at one more. The Star. He's working on something. Two of Cups. This is relationship, bond and contract. It could be between two people as a love interest, but it could be contractual, a business opportunity with a lovely proposal coming through that is going to be the highlight for him. So he's working on something. We've said before that he is doing something. His mind is in two places. His mind is trying to find himself, his life, get it back on track, discern what he wants to do going forward and how he is going to take it forward in terms of personal, intimate relationship, the family. But the other aspect is external. That's why we're seeing the Two of Wands with the globe, with the world in his hands. He's got to make something big in the world. That's what his plans are. Being king is just for public. It is not a glorious life, and I shall say it again. He prefers to be his own entity, his own businessman, his own behind the scenes, even as silent partner, and having to dictate and instruct and do it the way he wants to, and not be dictated and instructed when he's king. Remember, they're all puppets to the grandiose of the hive mind, of the darkness. So tell us, Spirit, how is William at this time in the currency of energy? King of Swords and the Knight of Cups. Well, it feels like he's a raging bull at this time. I feel he's a raging bull. He's frustrated and restless, and his mind is on fire. With that red coming through as well, he's temperamental, he's tempered, he's feisty, he's restless, he's irritable, he is not in his centeredness. The Knight of Cups is to be left here. This has something to do with a lot going on, instruction-wise. I want to show you, as we split the deck, I see now the King of Cups sits here. Five of Pentacles, money. So it's a lot to do with money, deals, contracts, something happening behind the scenes. It's sort of feeling like a addition to the previous reading we did. It's kind of still attached to that energy of money. But Five of Pentacles is loss of money. So maybe there's a loss of money somewhere, big money. Remember something, we think that they own everything. They don't. Their personal endeavors is what they own, but everything else belongs to the crown, to the state, to the system. So he's looking to create more money for himself personally. So maybe a deal went the wrong way with the Five of Pentacles. All right, Seven of Swords. The Nine of Swords in reverse. Right, there's a lot of shady business going on. There's a lot of shady business, deception, deceitfulness, betrayal, underbelly stuff, dark stuff, criminal, or related to that. Dishonesty, right? It could be theft. not necessarily of money, but theft of many other things. But he's wary as well who to trust. He's playing against a lot of people and not sure who to trust. The Nine of Swords in reverse. Usually this is about his overactive mind, not being able to sleep and digest things, put things into perspective. It is plaguing him, overburdening him, overactive mind, restlessness, temperament, all of that. Maybe he's trying to slow something down. I'm not really sure, because he's not, I don't feel the energy of him wanting to be told what to do. But something has stressed him so much that I feel he's forced to just sit back or let it be for now. Let's find out. Tell us more about this Nine of Swords in reverse. The World. And at the bottom is the Moon. Right. Seven of Cups, lack of clarity. Right, this is lack of clarity. The Moon, not seeing everything. Still very dark and shady. So there's something going on that is dark and shady behind the scenes. And perhaps with the Nine of Swords, he's had to back off or back down a little bit. Right, because there's a lot of deception. He probably is dealing with deception, and he himself is deceptive. So he knows how to play the game. But whatever his interaction is, again, another sword. See, he keeps striking, and he wants to cut out or break free. He wants out. He wants out of something. But I'm not seeing anything related to the monarchy here. This is external. All of this is pointing externally. It is global. It is worldly. It's on a larger scale. It's not specifically in the country or to do with the crown. But of course it is related. Remember, he's not an island on his own. He's still connected to the system. But this is personal. He's moving in this direction for personal gain, as he's a solo entity. That he wants to have something big with the World card, be the center of it, control it. And being a king is not controlling everything. It's being puppeteered to control. The real controllers are hidden. You don't see them. Three of Pentacles, Ten of Pentacles, Page of Pentacles. You see, this is about money in a very big way. Very big way. And it's like world, global money. Huge money to secure his life, his future, but something big, big, big. Much bigger than being a king. And he's working this group work, group effort. He's collaborating. See? There's messages being exchanged. Pages again. He's got the runners. The runners are helping. King of Wands. There's somebody in power on the other side of this particular system that he's working. A young individual who's ambitious. That he is, this king is connected to him. Liaison, Page of Pentacles, the runners in between. The knights, the pages that are helping link the dots or carry the messages, the information. This king looks very Asian or Eastern. Interesting. Very Eastern or Asian. Very interesting. I'll keep the Three of Pentacles here. But these will all sit as foundation energies. It's all related to some big, massive deal or contract. So his mind is still focused externally. That is why it's helter-skelter at this time. See, this feels like the web. That network of energy on the outside of him. See, on the outside of him. This definitely feels like an energy in an Eastern country or Asian country. But this is a young king. It's somebody young. When I say young, he's possibly between his 30s and 45. Or if he's not king yet, he's young, but he is the next heir. He is heir. Or has power of something. He will inherit something massive, big, from family. With the Ten of Pentacles. It could be this king as well. That owns a lot of wealth. That William is in liaison with, or connecting with, or attempting to connect with, make contact with, allies with. There's so much fire in the bottom of the Three of Pentacles. It's like something's being fired up. It's heat. It's got to do with heat. Coal. Oil. Could he want to be in the oil business? Fire, heat, oil. See, that's why there's all this red. It's heat, Mars energy. You know, gold. It could be gold even. But it's a lot of hot energy that I'm feeling from straight away with the King of Wands. Apologies, with the King of Swords. I felt that heat, that fire, that restlessness. And I'm seeing that resemblance flowing into the Three of Pentacles. All right, tell us more. What is this about? I didn't expect the Tower. The Tower. Whatever he's doing, is huge. And I feel that he's taking a very big risk here. He's risking something massive. And he could even risk his reputation. He could risk the country. He could risk the monarchy. He's running a huge risk of either a great loss through that Five of Pentacles that we saw, that I didn't take, that possibly should have been here on the foundation. But something is going to come crashing and not work out. But we might not hear about it, right? Because that type of loss is not going to be public. But he will go through it if it's meant to happen. But he's playing a very big gamble here. He's gambling something. And he's not as innocent as he looks. Do not be deceived, right? She wears a mask, or he wears a mask here, right? You will not get to know everything, you know, silent partner. Everything happens in the undercurrent. But we've got the Tower, we've got the World, right? We've got the Four of Pentacles. I want it. I want it. It's for me. It's mine. This is the vibration of the 22 becoming a 4. So he wants the control in all directions, all cardinal points. He wants to be the center of it. Now look, there's so much of gold here, and I spoke about gold. So he wants the money, the wealth, the riches. So it's a country that's possibly got coal. Well, coal, I don't know how valuable that is for him. Oil, gold, he wants metal, right? To invest in metal or oil, or maybe both. With the Three of Pentacles and the Four of Pentacles, it could be both. It could be oil or something related to heat and gold. So he's looking to invest. And look what's between both, the Tower. So it might not be the best move. He might run into obstacle, risks, and he may not see it coming, but it's going to come and hit him as a shock. Because at the end of the day, the Four of Pentacles is he wants control, total power control, and he wants to guard it. He wants to have it. It is mine. That's my deal. Nobody else can have it. But when you go with that kind of fortitude and not with positivity that marries into that energy, you will have the risk of a Tower. It can pick him up and it can drop him just as quick. It will be like quicksand. Two of Pentacles and Three of Cups. There's him juggling, striking deals in celebration. Let's have a look at what tried to the Emperor. What he wants to be the Emperor, the ruler, the controller of all of that. We have the Five of Cups that also slipped out. Sadness. He will be sad in the end. It's not going to be easy for him. There's something big. I do not wish ill upon him. Do not get me wrong. Anything with righteous reasons, righteous energy will always succeed. But when you're doing it for control and manipulation and greed and lust, it cannot serve you with the same vibration. And that King of Wands, whoever he is, making this deal or agreeing to the deal, I do hope he does his homework. Because that loss will be detrimental to that country. Strength. Well, he better have the strength to deal with it when it happens. Four of Cups. What, another four. That's emotions. Discontent. An emotional discontent. Disconnect. Not seeing things for what it is. Just looking at the wealth. Right, this sits right below the Ten of Pentacles and the Page of Pentacles. So we're concentrating on the offer, the contract, the money. We're seeing the bigger picture. But we do not feel that energy. Right, it is just lust and greed. So what comes after the Four of Pentacles? That's next to the Tower. Tell us, Spirit. For William. In whatever he's wheeling, dealing, or trying to make work. The Hierophant. Alright, so let's have a look at... Oh, we've got a number of cards. Let's just see what happens. The Hierophant is the institution, entrapment, the Emperor, the Five of Swords, the Empress. This is the institution, so he's dealing with massive organizations, big organizations and leads. And game people, people that know, they have the knowledge, they have the power, they have the leads, they have the dynamics, they have the statistics, they've worked it out. He's not dealing with commoners, right? He's dealing with the higher ups. Because he is a prince, he's going to be a king, so he will be trusted. But there's a trap. That's when he gets his power. He feels he wants to be larger than life, larger than an emperor, to be his own emperor, and to rule not just a country, to be called king, to serve the country and go out there and be a working member. He wants to sit there and let life work for him and control things that way. But he's setting up a trap for himself. And the Five of Swords is a huge battle that can come from that. War. It can cause nations to be at war if it doesn't go well. And it possibly will create war between nations for whatever is going to take place. But of course, he also wants an empress at his side. Now what's interesting is this looks like an Asian or Eastern empress. So maybe he will make liaison with such an empress. But it's just an illustration, but I do see a lot of Asian or Eastern energy in this reading. So he's making very fond connections or deep connections, and it may come as a big surprise when he reveals, if he does. Or maybe it will be a secret. Right, with the Five of Swords, it's going to be painful. With the Eight of Swords, it's a trap. Being entrapped, feeling entrapped, restricted. This is not going to go the way he wants it to go, but by force he will get the most that he can get out of it, because there's a lot of money involved here. So I will leave it here. Maybe we can do a further read, but this was not what I expected to receive in the reading. I was expecting to feel his energy about Catherine and the children and the monarchy and what's happening for the rest of July, but his mind is way past the country. He's in another continent. He's across the planet. So his mind is nowhere near home at this point. He's securing something for a very big future for himself. This is personal. Because if it was related to the system, he didn't need to work so hard, because they have the network. But it is the World card. It is the Tower. There's the Emperor and the Empress. The Strength card to have it all. And at the bottom is the Chariot. The Eight of Wands. The Ace of Pentacles. So you see, he wants to go ahead with this deal very quickly. Very, very quickly. It's massive. Very big. Let us leave it here. And maybe I'll do an additional read to see what is going on with the monarchy. Thank you. I love you. I bless you. Till next.